What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know. Where have I been? What have I been doing? What the heck, dude? Like, it's been a couple months since your last video. You said you were gonna put out more videos, and yep. I don't really know what else to tell you. Besides, there's been a lot of stuff going on, and yes, I am talking about the coronavirus a little bit going on at the moment. No, I did not get it, so let's squash that rumor. But I work in an industry where it is an issue. And so kind of my concerns went elsewhere than my own little YouTube channel. Not that I don't care about any of you guys and your progress and helping spread the word and awareness of bariatric surgery, but I will say that my attentions were given elsewhere for a little bit. Now, with that being said, you'll notice that I have my microphone that I had from a long time ago out again, and I'm trying a new type of recording situation, so please feel free to give me feedback. Hopefully this time I fixed the issue with it only coming out of the left side of the monitor, so that should take care of itself too. So with that being said, this is an update for me, my journey series. You know, I guess I'll name it some kind of snappy title. It's getting real. That's all I gotta say. Oh man. So just a quick little update. I started my weight loss journey. My surgery date was April 6, 2019, a little bit over a year ago. And I will have another video called The Year in Review coming out as well. And what I'll say is that I've lost, you know, I want to say around 159, 160 pounds. I'm down to like 217, 218, 219. I've kind of been bouncing in that little 3-pound range for like the last month or so. And honestly, I haven't really been weighing myself. More to the point, because I can't go anywhere and I haven't really been doing anything besides working in my house and doing those kind of things. I kind of feel like I'm gaining a little weight. Probably not a lot of weight, but maybe a little. But for the most part, it's been fairly successful. So I had my surgery at Mi Doctor Hospital down in Tijuana, Mexico, via the Service Mexico Bariatric Center. If you want to know more about them, please wait till the end of the video, and I'll have some information about them to provide to you. But for the most part, I mean, like, life over this past month or so, month and a half-ish, has been kind of a topsy-turvy thing for me. Let me just spell it out for you. So the days are very routine now, as far as like how my body reacts to things. So I can have coffee or a protein shake and maybe a protein bar before noon, without having to run to the bathroom, without having to use the bathroom really. But if I have anything more solid than that in the morning, I will have to then use the restroom pretty quickly right after that. So for those of you who are wondering if that's still going to be an issue a year down the line, well, at least for me, it is. So have fun with that. Number two, I have found that I can eat more towards later in the day. I don't know what that is or why that is. I don't have any kind of rationale for it. But my stomach and, you know, my bathroom routine, a lot, like, honestly, like, I can have, I wouldn't say it's a normal size meal, it's still a small meal, all things considered, but it's a larger meal that I would typically have for dinner than that. And it sucks because my favorite meal of the day is breakfast. So I occasionally find myself cooking breakfast, protein pancakes or whatever it may be, for dinner rather than doing it at the beginning, having it at the beginning of the day. I did have a girlfriend for a brief period. That has now since gone the way of other girlfriends, and ended amicably for the most part. I'm still a little sad about it, but you know, if this whole coronavirus thing wasn't happening right now, I might venture out and what have you, but I can't really do that right now. So my way of being social is now with you guys on here. So hi. And with that being said, it was still a good experience. It was still, I was still happy to have that opportunity. and I don't regret it for a minute. The big part of it is like, hey, I had a girlfriend and I hadn't had one of those in like 8 years. Amazing, right? It's freaking amazing. Like, that something like that happens, that, you know, and I wouldn't say it's a cause and effect because of the weight loss, but I can guarantee you that, I'll just say it like this way. She's definitely a good looking lady. And I don't know if I wasn't at least comparable in some way, I don't know if it would have even lasted as long as it did. So I'm not saying she's shallow or anything like that. That's not, if she watches this, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insinuate anything like that. But what I will say is that I do feel that when you do lose weight, you know, it creates opportunity in other areas that you may have not really thought there was opportunity in before. So own it. You know, don't be cocky. I mean, that's not what you want. You don't want to be like, oh, look at me, you know, I'm you know, super sexy now or whatever. No, bro, no, lady. You know, like, be humble. You know, be proud. Definitely be proud. Like, yeah, I've worked hard. You know, like, it's not. Some people, I sometimes get some flack. You know, obviously, I'm not gonna hide the fact that I've had bariatric surgery because I have a YouTube channel. But what I'll say is, like, sometimes I'll get some flack from people who don't really understand that you still have to put a lot of work into it. Like, weight just doesn't just miraculously just drop for the sake of dropping. You have to eat right. You have to eat the right way. You have to eat certain things or lack thereof. You have to monitor your for at least for this surgery, the duodenal switch surgery. You have to monitor your vitamin levels. Get blood work done, which then costs money. Things like that. And a lot of people don't realize, like, there's all these other steps. There's been many of times where, like, someone will try and hand me a beer and I'll be like, I'm sorry, man, I can't drink that. They're like, what? You can't drink beer? And I'm like, I can, I just shouldn't. You know, like, that's a big part of this. There's a lot of things at this point, over a year out now, that I could do. You know, I could do that, but I don't, because I understand what that does or what kind of habits that will start to form. And I don't want to go back down that path. I don't want to ruin what I did or to mitigate any of the progress that I've made. You know, this whole being stuck at home thing is already going to do that enough by itself to a certain point. So just know that is always something to kind of keep in consideration, that you know, you're going to have some tough times over this next, if you're having your surgery anytime soon, assuming elective surgeries get back into business here anytime soon. But assuming that you do, upcoming here soon, the first 3 to 6 months, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this sucks so bad. But then you're going to love life for a hot minute, I think. That's what at least this happened to me. And then after that, it's going to be kind of routine. But it's easy to get into a mindset that this is the way it's always going to be. Okay, you kind of still have to work for it every single day. As soon as you get up, you know, you need to kind of plan around certain things that your body will do, how your body will react, and understand that, you know, if you don't try and maintain some semblance of that discipline, that you're gonna go backwards rather than progressively go down in weight. So just keep that in mind. Am I at my goal weight? No, I'm not. I am still around 12 pounds from my goal weight. I'm still considered obese by BMI standards. I'm like at the upper 30s, or not upper 30s. I'm at the low 30s in the BMI scale. In fact, let me take a look at that. Let's see. BMI scale. Here we go, folks. BMI scale. Calculate your standard BMI. Well, let's see what I am today. So I am 6 feet tall. And let's just say I'm 217 today. Might be a little heavier, but we'll see. I am 29.4. Ooh! Woo! I am overweight. I am overweight. How about them apples, man? Overweight. Yeah, even if I was 218, I'd still be overweight. If I was 220, back to obese. So can't be doing 220. But I guess I am now considered overweight, which I guess is good. I think I did the math before. I think I had to weigh like 195 or below in order to be considered normal weight. And honestly, that is probably, at least for my frame, I want to say that that's probably a little too light for me. But you know, I'm my body's surprising me even now, you know, like with how slender, you know, like my arms are a lot more slender now. My legs are a lot more slender now. My shirts are fitting a lot looser now. So, and this is a large, mind you, so I could probably fit into a medium, a little snug if I wanted to. But I mean, ultimately, I'll just say that I'm happy with where I'm at. A year out, I'm happy with where I'm at. If I stayed here, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I'm not going to say I'm ecstatic about it. What I will say is at this point, I'm finding myself wanting to tone up a bit more and actually do a little bit more cardio to kind of tighten up. I don't have a lot of the loose skin problems that other people have. Like some people can like pull the whole thing here. Like I have just like a little bit of flub here. My arms aren't exactly jiggly, you know, and I'm grateful for that. You know, actually I had one of my nurse friends say to me that I have really good elasticity in my skin, so which is great. I'm happy about that. I can't be more thankful for having that. So it looks like I won't need skin surgery, which is great. You know, but what I will need to do is to get my ass on a treadmill and start doing some crunches and some some push-ups and stuff, because that's the only way that this is gonna solve itself a little bit. But all things considered, I can't be happier. I really can't. I mean, like, I know there's a lot of things going on, particularly in the world right now, and you know, I am slightly post-breakup and things like that. But honestly, as far as health is concerned, right now, I'm happy. I'm keeping myself safe. I'm working from home. I'm blessed to still be able to do that. And you know, I'm thankful to be able to have a voice in this world where, you know, it sounds like I spoke to Mexico Bariatric Center the other day, and you know, there hasn't been a ton of you that use the reference link, but at least, you know, 5 to 7 of you had surgeries through that. That means 5 to 7 people watched my videos and took action to improve their lives, with more to come, with more people wanting to do that. And so I just think to myself, you know, is that something I did? You know, I don't want to take credit for it, because obviously they're the ones that stepped up and they're the ones that did it. But I'm going to tell you right now that that is something. Now, I want to also have a full disclosure moment. I did get some feedback on that referral website, that some people who went through it did not receive a discount for whatever the reason. And so I reached out to Mexico Bariatric Center the other day. And apparently they had some new staff, new advisors that were unaware of that referral program. And so what they're going to be doing now is they're going to be funneling anybody who goes through that link to one specific advisor who will be aware that is a discount pathway. So why I'm telling you that is, if you have already put your information in there and you kind of walked away from it because you weren't going to get a discount, go ahead and put it back in there, because then it'll go back to the regular advisor and then they will actually honor that. I spoke to them yesterday. They apologized that it wasn't as clear, and they're going to get that directed. So I highly encourage you, even if you have done it, or even if you had submitted your information to them, you know, go ahead and go back to that, and I'll pop that right up there. It's mexicobariatriccenter.com/thatbsguy, and they will honor that discount moving forward. So once again, I did not know that was an issue, so they apologized. They owned it. So for those of you who are still looking to have your surgery done, go through that link and you should receive, you know, I don't know how much, but something off. So, I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, like that's the whole point. I talk about it because I want to give back to you guys. And that's when I negotiated with them, and I don't get anything, by the way. I don't, just straight up, I have not seen a dime from them. They don't pay me anything. They are not sponsoring any of these videos. So just know that is, that I still stick my neck out for you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys get what we promise. You know, I don't want to be called a liar. I don't want to be called those things. So I apologize if you did not get it. So that basically concludes this video. I am going to be doing a couple more videos. I'm trying to have some guest spots here. I'm running you'll notice that there's no black border around this, and I'm using this microphone and things like that because what I'm doing is I'm setting up my station. That was one of the other reasons why this is taking so long to start streaming again or to record again. I'm trying to be able to have some people from other places, mainly like some women who've had the DS surgery or what have you, kind of come on here and talk about, you know, their struggles, their problems, and that way we can have a conversation about it. So I'm going to be trying to have some of those guest spots happen, and I will also be doing some live streaming to field real life active questions on YouTube and Facebook Live. I do have a support group I started on Facebook, but no one really uses it, so feel free to log on and go on there and show your support that way, or at least like the Facebook page. And if you haven't liked this channel and subscribe to it, please make sure that you do that, and then I will look forward to having some of these other fun things starting to roll out. I want to give people something optimistic right now. Like it's really easy to put yourself in a bad place mentally, particularly when you're shut in, you can't get the surgery that you wanted, or you feel like you're getting into bad habits because you can't leave your house, because you can't do those kind of things. So let's rally together as a community and make the best of this, because once again, it's all about our health. It's all about moving ourselves forward, and this is an important thing for me. That's why I created this channel, and I'm assuming if you're watching, it's an important thing to you too. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Once again, please like and subscribe if you have not done so already, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.